Who am I kidding? Nobody reads the paper anymore. Coffee. The lifeblood of the American can-do attitude. I've been drinking this stuff since I was 8 years old. And today, I'm here to teach you how to brew your perfect cup of coffee every time. My name is Matthew Whitfield, and I am a simple potato. And this is life. It's a grind. Coffee is one of the most consumed beverages worldwide. Now, if you're going to your local Starbucks or a coffee shop every time you want a cup of that caffeine goodness, it can get a little expensive. Now, there are coffee snobs out there, and they will tell you that there is a right way and a wrong way to brew your cup of coffee. Don't listen. They don't know you. They don't know your coffee situation. You want a little cream in your coffee? Right on. Now, if you're brewing coffee at home, chances are you're doing it one of three ways. You're using a drip machine, a pour over, or a French press. And these are easily the most common ways that people make coffee at home, and they're the three ways we're gonna go over today. Each one of them affects your cup differently. You probably know how this works. It's easy. You just add a coffee filter, add your coffee, and add water. You turn it on and you walk away. Easy peasy. Only not exactly. For starters, how much is 1 cup? Let's take a look. Here's the deal. If you're brewing coffee at home and you're using a drip machine, just know that every 2 here equals 1 here. But how much coffee should I use, you ask? Good question. The answer is per 1 cup of coffee, use 2 tablespoons. If you like a fuller cup of coffee, I'd add an extra half tablespoon. The French press. If you make coffee every single day, this is your best friend. Over time, it is economical. You don't need any filters. Now for a French press, you'll need to set a timer for 4 minutes. If you don't have a scale, the easiest way to consistently make the perfect amount of coffee is just to measure it out. And then what I like to do is I like to go ahead and make a mark on the French press so I know exactly how high I want to fill this thing up to. Now this is important. We wait until the kettle cools down just enough so that we stop hearing those bubbles. There we go. The timer is ready. Let's go ahead and start the timer and pour just enough water in to wet all the grounds. And we wait for 1 minute. And here is the next and final and easy step. You put the lid on. There's no need to stir. All right, and the timer is ready. We just give it that good old French press. And we go slowly. And now we're good to go. Cheers. Coffee science. Up until now, we've talked about using 2 tablespoons per cup of coffee. But right now, I want to focus on something else instead. So if you're at home and you want to make an exact cup of coffee every single time, I highly recommend using a scale. A digital scale is definitely best. For 1 cup, it's usually about 16 grams of coffee. The mathematical formula is 17 times however many grams will yield you the grams of water weight that you want to use. I'm going to use the scale to make the coffee. First thing I like to do is I like to rinse this paper out just to get rid of all of that little paper flavor that gets stuck in there. So once that's rinsed out, dump that water out, then measure your coffee. So I've already pre-ground this coffee here. I'm gonna give it a little shake just to even all those grounds out. Then I'll turn the scale on, make sure that it's at 0. Now we are ready to rock and roll. I'm gonna pour a little coffee in here, get that bloom going. Just enough to wet all the grounds. Give it about 30 seconds. Next thing you want to do is you want to re-wet all of those grounds. You can use a circular motion, you can use a square motion, you can write your name, however you want to do it. Since I use 16 grams of coffee, I'm going to shoot for about 272 grams of water. I'm going to go ahead and write my name. Bam, 272. All right, so there we go. Cheers.